Hey guys, it's Archie Luxury. How are you guys? It's Archie Luxury here, and we are on the Archie Luxury live stream panel. Live stream panel. This is the best watch talk live stream in the world. That's right, guys. This is the best. The best. Let's get a few invites out there. We'll get one to JD. Get one to Clivers. I love the Clivers. Mark Goldberg, the world's greatest dog trainer. The Bear. See if we can get him to say, I love the Keslow. What happened to Keslow? Is he back in movies? Is he selling watches? What's he doing, man? Aussie expat. I would love to chat to you tonight on the stream. Jump on if you are free. Okay, let's see what. Unfortunately, I don't think Mr. Goldberg is available. Let's get one to Hofmeister, Keslow, Bear, Goldberg, Clivers. It's the Clivers. JD. Let's see what JD's up to. Very hot in Sydney the other day. Tan sent me a interesting email here. He sent me a text. He said, O'Sheen just bought a world time 5320G. Let me check. 5320G. That's the I think he's got it confused. 5320. 53. What was it? 50. What's that? 5523. 523. 523. That's right. That's the world time. Beautiful watch, by the way. Absolute beautiful watch. And O'Sheen just bought a world time 50. It should be a 5230G, and said a pontiff about a Patek isn't much of a pontiff. You should send him the link to join and talk about it. You know, I don't mind the guy. Let's see what he says. I had to part with my world time 5130G for financial reasons. It's a hard market at the moment. Love to chat with you. For some reason it's not going through. I think I'm blocked with him. I don't think I think he's kind of blocked me. I don't know. I don't. No, I'm not blocking him. I don't know. Who knows? It's hard to tell, you know. I try my best, but I'll be honest with you. Hey, sometimes in life, sometimes you sell these things because you can't afford them. You sell them because you just can't afford the fucking things. You know, why did I sell my world time? I needed the money. And I mean, I might get rid of my car in the future, but you know, I made some decisions, and you got to roll with the dice. Sometimes this is what you get in life. It can be tricky. It can be very tricky. Sometimes it can be very, very tricky dicky stuff. It's not easy. It's not easy. It is tough. It's tough. Of course it's tough. Hey. Of course it's tough. Who we got here? And who we got just when hey,
Paul,
great
you know,
to see you.
I've got to be honest, Paul. You know, sometimes this YouTube
tough,
thing is hard.
You know, when things are tough, you know, I really it gets low, then it gets even lower with coming you on the stream.
Well, Paul,
I
listen,
mean, you get
I've
to
got a lot.
low point, you think it can't get any lower, and sure enough.
Listen, Paul, I've got a lot of time for you on the
We got
stream.
plastic in the chat. What a cunt.
Get plastic
what
on,
a
big boy.
fucking cunt.
I mean, Paul, look, I saw you had no guest, and I thought, look, let me jump on and grace you with my presence. You know, this YouTube thing's hard, right? It's hard. What do you think, Paul?
I'm going to start a poll. Would you sell your watches in bad financial? Would you sell your watches if in a bad financial situation?
No, I'm dying with these watches, fuckers.
Yeah, but
you really think
you did sell them? You've only got one.
One is enough, Paul. One is enough until I get my inheritance.
That's sensible. That is sensible.
That's 100% that bad. That's 100% that bad is sensible. That bad.
Like, I mean, let's be honest. There, you sold them. The market's not good at the moment. You sold them. You think, shit, let's get out of these things. Do I really need them? The money would be more handy. You've got a family.
Yeah, let's flip these fuckers, Paul. Let's flip these fuckers. Once you try and submarine a bracelet arch, you don't want to touch a Datejust. You don't want to touch an Explorer 2. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, Paul.
To be honest with you, I actually love the Explorer 2. I'm somebody who loves that. I think it punches way above its weight.
But what about the glide lock? There's no glide lock, Paul. What do you think of that, Paul?
I prefer the half clasp. Okay?
What the fuck? What's wrong with you, Paul?
I'm telling you, I prefer that. I think it's perfect. I could never, with the glide lock, it was always a little bit too big. Those micro adjustments just shitted me off.
No, Archie, no. Listen, let me make a comparison, okay? So the glide lock is like it's like a lovely Ford Mustang, right? V8, right? And then that Easy Link, you know what it is? It's like It's always fucking atcha. I can't ever get it to fit properly. I need the glide lock there, big boy. You know this, bud? What'd you make of that, Paul?
Just checking the poll. Would you sell your watches if in a bad financial situation? 79% yes, yes, yes. And that's the reason I sold off a lot of the collection. I got out of it. Well, it's not because I didn't love them.
When are you gonna get your next piece so Dave can fleece you? When do you reckon, Paul? When do you reckon?
I'm actually not buying anything at the moment. I don't want to buy anything. I'd like to sell a few things. Sorry?
Sell those Breguets, mate. Sell those Breguets. What are you doing with those Bregsters? The Bregsters. Flip them, fucker.
The market is tough I lost money on my bluesy. This is how tough the market is. I lost money on a bluesy, but I wanted to start to get some money in. But
Archie. I was listening to quite a famous YouTuber before, and you know what he said? Never sell Rolex. Oh wait, that was you. That was you, Paul.
Well,
why did you sell it?
Never, because I needed the fucking money. That's the reason. I needed the money. I sold the World Time. That was even a grander. That's one that actually really I love that watch.
Yeah, you should have kept that. I got to be honest there, big boy. It's hard. It's hard.
Look, the YouTube isn't doing what it is. You know, I mean, fuck. I try my best. I had some
Archie,
really good times.
Archie, how are you getting by? How are you getting by? You know, you're not making that much on the streams, from what I can tell. Have you just sponsored? I mean, what's happening at Paul?
No, it's tough. It's tough. I'm looking at doing something else next year.
Like what? Getting a jar? A jar?
Maybe. Look, leave all options open. I mean, hey, leave all options open.
Why don't you do Uber? Uber.
Uber's a bit of a tricky deal. You know, you've got to be careful, because if you're not careful, you can put a lot of kilometers and damage your vehicle very quickly. And it's not something I'd want to do without considering it. I mean, you've really got to have a fuel efficient vehicle, maybe a hybrid or a EV. And also, you've got to realize, if you've got an expensive vehicle, you're going to wear out tires, brakes, all that sort of stuff. You think,
okay, well, maybe about this. What about this? You know, after everything that you said to Hamish, why don't you become Jake the Yuppie's administrator?
Hamish, who's Hamish?
Well, let's not go into. You know who he is, but look, why don't you become?
Hamish,
why don't you become?
Hamish?
Why don't you become?
Hamish.
Why don't you become Jake the Yuppie's personal assistant? What do you think, Paul? He could do with it. He's doing well.
To me, that's like someone being in London and another person being in Manchester. It's a long fucking way.
Yeah, but have you heard of the internet, Paul? You could just dial in for Teams meetings. You know this, bud? Or what about working for Zayn and his dad? You could just curate his watch collection. You know, he's got multiple properties. What do you think of that, Paul? What do you think of that, Paul? Hey, Paul, what do you think of that? Working for Zayn and his dad?
I don't even want to talk to Zayn. He's just such an asshole.
Why? Why?
I'm just telling you, there's some things you just don't want to do. That's it.
No, I called him the other day and he gave me some advice on Dad's properties. So he's really good. He's really helpful. You should collab with him, Paul. What do you make of that, Paul? What do you think, Paul? What do you think, Paul? I'm talking to you, Paul. What do you think, Paul?
I'm not a big fan of yourself. You know that. You come on. I just think, what the fuck am I doing this shit for? Like, I really sold bluesy because you're a cunt. You're a fucking horrible cunt of a person.
No, I'm not. You're the cunt.
You're a horrible cunt of a person. And I'll be honest with you. If the money's shit, okay, the money's shit. It is what it is, guys. This is kind of the new normal. The new normal. I don't know what to say, really. It's HR, do you like him? Just a horrible dude there. Just looking at the comments there. What's happening there in the... Just having a look there. Patek Hurratan says 5230G. That's right. Yeah. Hey, good luck to him. You know, if send an invite. How do I send an invite? He's blocked me on WhatsApp, Tan. I can't send anything to him. He's blocked me. He doesn't want to talk to me. Let's have a look who we got here. Oh, fuck. We've got him back. We got HR back. HR's
Hey,
back.
Archie. Hey, Archie, when are you going to give me the fucking money for the
what
MacBook?
Do you enjoy doing? Do you like these characters created?
Shut the fuck up. When are you going to give me the money for the Chromebook, Paul? When are you going to give me money for the fucking Chromebook? For the Chromebook. The guns, hey, Archie, when are you going to give me that fucking money for the Chromebook there, Paul?
That's somebody who has got more... You know, maybe it's time to call the stream over. Maybe it's time to just end the fucking thing. The
biggest thing. Can you give me the money for the Chromebook first?
Biggest thing I've got is HR coming on the stream pretending to be T-dubs. Fuck. That's it.
Can you give me
That's
the
it.
money for the fucking Chromebook
And
first
I mean,
before you
you've got
big
your
me,
own
Paul?
financial problems. Otherwise, why did you sell your other 2 Rolexes? You know, instead of saying, "Yeah, I sold a few off."
Hey, Archie, can
You've
you give me
always
the
got an
money for the
excuse.
fucking Chromebook first
Always
there,
got an
Paul? The money
excuse.
for the Chromebook first?
Yeah. I tell you what, maybe it's coming to an end, guys. What do you think? Do you think the streaming has come to an end? This is it. Maybe this is it. Maybe it's kind of over. What do you think? I used to the streams you made me used to be such fun, but without some co-hosts jumping on and talking, it's kind of tough. And it doesn't seem to go anywhere. I don't know what to say. It's invite the. I've already sent an invite to Oshin. He's blocked me on WhatsApp, so I can't even. Oshin. Just having a look here. No, he's not. You know, I've had enough of that dude. You know, HR. Had enough of that guy. Let's have a look around the watch world there. What is new in the world of watches? Let's have a look and see what is new in the world of watches. Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look what the news of the day is. Let's go and have a look. So let's go and have a look at Houdinki. Is that Sir Ben Kingsley? Look at that. Who is that? Let's have a look and see what the news of the day is here. Let's have a look. What do we got at Houdinki? December 6th. Well, that because Americans are. Let's have a look. Approaching watchmaking as an engineer. Conversation with Ben Clymer at UBS House of Craft. Fuck. Oh, here we got some news. Here we go. Here's some news. Look at this. We've got Ben Clymer talking about Vacheron. Fuck, that's. Here we go. The Francis Coppola. This is the FP Jaune. It sells for 10 million. There we go. That's sold for 10.75 million. The most expensive FP Jaune ever. Yes. Here we go. Let's have a look at this. And a bit of risky early morning bidding at Phillips. Francis Ford Coppola's personal FP Jaune FFC prototype sold. Final price at 10.755 million after premiums. The sale of this prototype, one of 2 in the configuration, breaks the record for the most expensive Jaune. It was previously 8.3 million. The previous record holder was FP Jaune's second wristwatch ever made. The first is still in his personal collection. But the convergence of storylines bridging the horological and pop culture film worlds resulted in swift bidding. After approximately 11 minutes, a record sale. Fuck. It also set the record for the most expensive watch by an independent ever sold. Look at that, hey? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's the Oriole Backs. That's how Oriole Backs introduced the lot. The room seemed primed for a record result. The FP Jaune Octo Calendar Black Label, which sold for 600,000. Okay, let's have a look here. I wonder what his his world time. Remember, he had the 5130. What did that sell for? I wonder what that sold for. So that's fuck. That's actually, yeah. It was expected to go high. I mean, that let's be honest, that Jean was amazing. I think the rumors are that if Francis Coppola put in $100 million to the movie, so this, fuck, I hope it helps him with his reducing his debt. Watch it, 60 Minutes, Spotlight Swiss Watchmaking. What are they doing at 60 Minutes? I love 60 Minutes, 60 Minutes. Legendary CBS News magazine show heads to Switzerland and to profile some of the tops behind the scenes look. Patek, Richard Mille, and Jaeger-LeCoultre. Yep, there we go. Ah, Philippe Dufour. Yep. That's an interesting thing. 60 Minutes. Remember. I mean, this is the sad thing. Remember when they were saying watches, Bloomberg, Yahoo, they were saying this is where to put your money. It's yeah, that's kind of how it is there. What's going on here? Why are there some really vicious? Gee, I like the way Paypick. Well, what a cunt. You know, I just ban you. You're fucking asshole and a half. It's just having a look here. Yep. Well, I mean, the Francis Coppola, some idiot. I don't think somebody who's paid 10 million, nearly 11 million, is an idiot. Let's see if we can get somebody on here. Let's have a look at the headlines in the watches. Coppola's. I don't like his wine. Why is that? At least the guy's trying, for God's sake. The next edition of Hodinkee magazine. Actually, that's something. I've actually bought a few of the Hodinkee magazines. They're actually pretty good. Oh, what do they talk about? 15. What issue 15? Reference points. The Audemars Cartier Santos. Okay. I like the Hodinkee. The Hodinkee magazine I found was pretty good. I did like that. So that's a good release. In depth, the Patek 51526. This is a very beautiful vintage Patek. As a long-time vintage collector, who wrote this? Oh, poor Eagle. It's a long-time collector, especially Patek. My collection has evolved. I acquired Recently acquired a 1526. It's a fucking beautiful watch. The retail in period was 1200, while the 1518 was 1500. Okay, look at this beautiful perpetual calendar. Incredible watch. Definitely. Eric Clapton had one. Who's this guy here? Who's this guy? Defining the series. So it came out in the 40s. Fuck. Yeah, beautiful. Pateks are beautiful. Beautiful watches there. Lovely things. Yep, floundering. Well, jump on. You don't want to flounder, jump on the stream. So that's actually quite a I love that's patina. The case. All gold 1526 cases were made by Vichette, key number 9, like the 1518, whereas the okay, these were the case makers. Interesting stuff. 3rd series, 2nd series, fuck. To George Nelson, 1952. Fuck. Amazing. Beautiful. This vintage stuff is absolutely gorgeous. Roman numeral marks. Let's have a look. Exceptional. Fuck, that's a beautiful watch. Fuck me dead. How much do these things go for? I don't think they're cheap. I don't think these things would be considered cheap. That's for sure. Ooh, diamond one. Look at that. Fuck. I like the black dial with the rose gold. Gorgeous. That's fucking gorgeous watch. Lovely. Breguet hands. 1942. Fuck, that's gorgeous. 1942. Fuck, in the middle of World War II. Fuck me dead. Ooh, a Cartier version. Look at that. Fucking hell. It's 300,000 Aussie. Amazing stuff, isn't it? What do you think? Fuck me dead. This is Patek vintage. Beautiful stuff. Oh, the Porsche in the background. What can you say? Absolutely amazing shit there. So that was an interesting article. What else is Houdinki spruiking or saying in the world there? What's the watch charity? I don't think anyone can afford to give to charity at the moment. And there we go. That's where we came. So there's some interesting. Let's have a look at monochrome. What's new for monochrome? Let's have a look at monochrome. We've got our first member chat. Davey Smalls, member for 17 months. This is a free $500 donation. What does he mean? This is a free 500. This is a member chat. We got Madman. Madman, $5. Morning, Arch. If you could do it again, would you choose 3 Breguets or 1 Patek? Is more less or is less more? And is that answer the same for pussy? Well, you know what? I tell you honestly, I wish I could have I wish I could have kept the world time and sold the Breguets. Yes, I do. I love the Patek. I really fucking love the Pateks, the Patek. But unfortunately, like a lot of things in life, you know, you have to go with what you like. And I got to be totally honest with you there. Hey. Madman $5. Morning, Arch. If you could do it again, would you choose 3 Breguets or 1? I would choose the 1 Patek. Yeah, I wish I hadn't have bought the Breguets. Yep. I wish I hadn't. Okay. Don't wish too hard. It could come true. I love my Breguets. I do love them. But I needed the money. It's about somebody came to me and said, "Hey, Arch, do you want to sell your world time?" It was Australian, because if I sold it overseas, there's customs problems, duty. It's a big fucking disaster. This was a guy in Melbourne said, "Hey, do you want to sell it?" And I negotiated a bit, and we reached a deal. Done. Deal done. So that's the reason I had to take a bird in the hand is 2 in the bush. I wish I hadn't have, I'll be honest with you. I bought the enamel dial Breguet. When I had the set, it was beautiful, but I wish I had kept the bluesy. Oh, that would have been far more usable. That would have been far more usable for me, but it's one of these things. Unfortunately, I needed to get out of some pieces because the formula I chose wasn't working. Okay. I needed the money. I really needed the money. Okay. And that's just how life is. Sometimes you got to get out of these things. And I'll be honest with you. Frank and honest with you. I'll be frank and honest with you. Let's have a look at the current collection. I don't know why it doesn't come up sometimes. This StreamYard can be frustrating at times. I don't know why it doesn't click in or click out. I'll get it up in a minute there. But I got to tell you, sometimes you need to sell things off. You need the money. I needed the money. And that's kind of it. That's how it goes. Sometimes you need the money. Sometimes you need the money. What can you say? You just need to sell it. That's it. Sometimes you need the money, guys. That's it. It is what it is. And hey, if things aren't well, what can you do? I can only try my best. If things are shit, they're shit, man. It's just how it is. Sometimes it doesn't work. What can I say, man? I don't know the answer to all the time. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. And a lot of watches I would have liked to have kept, and unfortunately, It's not always my choice. I got to say, what can you do? I don't know what you can do. This is the reality. We just got to work with the constraints we got, man. Remember the good old days, the streaming days? Fuck. That might be over. It's just the reality, man. It's it is what it is. I mean, money's getting tight. Hey, that's it. It's it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. We can only try our best, madman. And I got to tell you, man, we try, we see how it goes, Super chat, madman, $10. Arch, I see, I understand. A life without regrets is not truly living. But the current collection is beautiful. And Mrs. Lai says, your parts still work impressively. That's winning in my book. She is. Thank you. He's a lovely guy, madman. I got to tell you, with all the things that have gone on there, I look back to that Darwin trip, and that was amazing times when we went to Darwin. It was incredible times. We went to Darwin, and we had the camaraderie, the shows. Fuck, we had, it was good times, very good times. And it's just one of these things. These things don't last forever. YouTube fame is fleeting and disappears. It's what it is now, isn't it? Hey, YouTube fame, it can be short-lived. That's it. It doesn't have to last. Doesn't really necessarily last forever. It goes. It can be fleeting. Van Lux, $2.80. It is what it is. That's it. It is what it is. And I agree with that there. It is what it is. Do I regret selling? I don't actually. I got to be honest with you. I don't actually regret selling any of my watches off. Okay. Yeah, this is the collection now. 2 Breguets and 4 steel stunners. I love the Explorer 2. Love the Speedy. I love the Zenith, and I love the Pam. I would probably get rid of the Zenith. That's because the Zenith is easiest to. I mean, the Pams are just fucking flat. Pams are flat. It is what it is. It is what it is. And you can only, what can you do? You try You try, you throw your line in the water and you see what happens, man. That's it. That's all you can do. That's all you can do, guys. Come on, jump on. Jump on and chat. Let's talk, reminisce, old times. Let's talk. Let's do anything here. How do I feel about it? You know what? I still love these watches here. I love all more. I do love them. I think they're cool. I love the watch. I always love watches, you know? I do love them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I actually really liked I must tell you, I really love the I miss the chronograph Breguet. I do. I miss that. I miss it. I miss it. That's one thing I do miss. The world time. Look, there was so much money. I needed the money. Okay. I needed the money. I did need the money. I can tell you that. I really did need the money. But it's one of those things you sort of try your best, and it's not much more you can do, guys. I mean, hey, I'm not sure I have all the answers. Look, collecting these things, sometimes you need to sell the fuckers off. I mean, still got some beautiful pieces. Life is full of ups and downs, ups and downs. I mean, it's not always up, 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 up. You've got to try your best. We got a super chat. $100. It's not about the money. It's about the passion. I needed to sell them off. I needed the money. Simple as that. The world time had to go. If I had what I would have really liked to have done is kept one gold Breguet dress and one sports gold, like maybe the JLC. That would have been a nice 2 gold pieces or 2, but unfortunately you can't dictate what sells. I had some buyers and I sold whatever people wanted. I sold what they wanted. That's exactly what I did. And I got to be honest with you. What other choices do you do? What else do you do? What else do you do? And sometimes, unfortunately, things are not fucking easy. They are not easy. It's tougher. The market's tougher. It is tougher, okay? It's just how it is, man. Fuck, I mean, I never knew I never knew the sort of the situation there, guys. It is what it is. And I fucking needed the money. I wanted to reduce debt. Fuck. I was trying my best, and sometimes you just need to get out of the fucking mess. This is the reality. We can't always get what you want, guys. It's fucked. It is what it is. And yeah, it's tricky. It is tricky. Don't know what to say, really. It is what it is. Watch market is tough. It's fucked. It's fucked. It's fucked. The whole thing is just difficult now. Had that sugar hit in COVID, hey? We got a super chat here. Daniel Eden, $20. Morning, Arch. Even though the watch market is dead, I still come back all the time to watch the classic wristwatch reviews you did that made me laugh my ass off. The Russian with the Maurice Lacroix. Thank you. Yeah. See, I don't have the energy to make that sort of video anymore. You know, like I'm going through some personal shit with my eldest son. I think that's a disaster. I'm going through empty nest situation. My youngest two kids don't need us anymore to take them or do things. And unfortunately, my career, which I loved, is kind of evaporating. Okay. Now, admittedly, it's probably my fault. I don't have the fucking energy for anything. I don't have the I don't have a lot of the energy I used to have. Black Cat 997, $2. Still over 100 viewers. 100. Thank you, Black Cat. Yeah, that is very kind. Very kind. And it is what it is. You know, it is what it is now. Things have changed a lot. Yeah, things have changed a lot in the watch business. You know, like when everyone was on a high, you wanted to talk watches, you're buying stuff, having fun, enjoying it. It was all very cool. But as we get you know, moving on now, the business is fucking tough. Of course it is. I tell you that. It is very tough. Incredibly tough. It's just the way it is, man. It's the way it is. And I got to be honest with you. What can you do? You adjust to the variables you got. I had to sell stuff off, man. I had to sell stuff off. I loved all my watches. Here's a photo which I really like this photo. I love photography. You know, this is the other thing when you're in the hobby. I love playing with them, photographing them. You know, this was a beautiful shot here. This was when I had the 3 gold Breguets and the world time. And do I regret the sale of those 2? No, the money is very useful. The money is very useful. But that was a beautiful snapshot there. I loved the world time. I loved I especially love fucking around with NATO's on the gold Breguet. Yeah, I did. I love that watch. Very cool indeed. Very, very, very cool. I love playing with that. It was so good. Yeah, that was a lovely, lovely piece. But you know, sometimes you sell things off because you sell things off because that's what you do. You can't. You've got to be realistic. And I took the business in a bit of a wrong direction after the burglary. I kind of hey, we got JD joining us. Get JD on here now. Hello,
Hey,
D.
how you doing? Do you like my I went to a Chief Tit garage sale yesterday and I picked up this Hawaiian shirt. What do you think?
I
Sort of
love it,
vibe.
man.
It's changed. Yesterday was a heat wave in Sydney, 40 degrees Celsius, and now
Is it
it's
cooler
turned to shit.
today?
It's much cooler. It's like 23. It's
Fuck!
and windy. Complete change. It
My
hit just
God,
before
that's
dawn.
incredible.
Just before
Van
dawn
Lux,
it hit.
$2.80. You tried your best, Arch. It's all you can.
That's right,
do.
Van Lux. That's all you can do. And it's
I
funny,
was just.
go ahead.
Go
Sorry,
on,
go ahead.
keep going. I was just
I was-
saying to the viewers there.
Yep.
I got to be honest there, you know, with the watches themselves there. Look, it pains me. I'm somebody, I love my watches. This photo here, you know, I like photography and watches. And one thing I used to do a lot of when you had your collection, you'd arrange it and photograph it. I love this. This was out in the courtyard next to the studio. And
Lovely.
you know, unfortunately, I sold the World Time and the gold Breguet, but fortunately, the money has come in very handy. You know, it's one of these
Oh, of
things.
course. You have to pay your bills. You can't
You know,
get away with that sort of thing.
yeah,
So Oisin's got a Patek World Time, you're saying. That's interesting.
yeah. What Tan told me. I don't know what the
Okay.
truth is. You know, Tan
Okay.
tells me that he might just be stirring me,
Just
but
trying to get you angry. That's okay.
you know, Tan's a lovely guy. He always likes to
Make it interesting. That's okay.
And I got to be honest with you.
It's a bit rough this morning, mate, seeing you flounder.
What
Like,
can I
must be
say?
difficult to do that, to not
It
have
is. Look,
somebody jump on. I'll hang
I
around till
know.
the real
Because
talent
you want to
arrives.
have somebody to talk to. You know what I
No, you
mean?
can't. And it's very difficult. I mean, there's a special art to doing that stuff on your own. I mean, I'd
Let
find
me
it
just
incredibly
catch up on
difficult.
these super chats.
Awesome.
P Clan, thank you for your $2. Any derogatory comments to me, I'm not going to read. So stick it up your ass, P Clan. Black Cat 997, $2. Now is the best time for
He can
Aussie
join. He's a
expat
nice guy.
to. I sent the invite out to Aussie
Yeah.
expat.
He's a cool guy.
And we got Chief Tit, $15. That shirt is fabulous on you, JD. We need to get
Thanks,
one
man.
for Archie too now. Find out the
Yeah.
size for me. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
it's Chief Tit wears much better than what I do, but I was inspired, and we had a Christmas party related thing at work that was sort of Hawaiian themed. So I thought, yeah, let's get a Hawaiian shirt. That's cool.
I want to talk to you. You're in the people who don't. I'm not going to mention the company you work for, but you're in the entertainment business.
Sure, we like to
Okay.
entertain. Yeah.
Can you give me some advice for somebody who's seen stars, famous people,
Yeah,
who
sure.
then sort of slid back into society? Can you give me some advice on what not to do? You know, for example, Yahoo.
Right. Okay.
Yahoo is serious.
Okay. Don't do it.
You know, that's not a. It was.
I think it's at that sort of approach is it's not conditionally sort of attached to that specific industry. It applies to any industry.
Well, I
is
think
that
it's
it's
worse
that
in the entertainment business because
yeah, it would be difficult
your
to be known
longevity
and
is
famous and
very short-lived. You
limited.
know, you can
In
be
a lot,
famous and respected and making big bucks, and then it can just end.
yeah, and that's part of the thing that you look at Hollywood and you see the lead actresses and actors and what they get paid and the enormous money associated with that. But it's like anything, that's the top 0.00001%. Most working actors are just there trying to make ends meet and having multiple jobs to, I guess, again, just to make ends meet. So like anything, you make hay while the sun shines. It's not unique to the entertainment industry, but you can see it there even with that Francis Ford Coppola selling off his FP Journes and stuff. That he did something similar with Apocalypse Now in the late 70s where he bet it all on and put a lot of his money into that production, but in that case it worked. But in the latest case it hasn't. But that's the reality of that
I don't quite
business.
understand that new movie. You know what I mean? I don't fucking
I haven't seen
understand it.
I
Sorry?
never saw it. I haven't seen it, but
Yeah.
that's a lot of
It's
money,
too
of your own money to put in
confusing.
there. Yeah. It's a difficult one, but they got these passion pieces that they've got a track record behind them. And certainly he did with The Godfather and Apocalypse Now. And he must have had a strong drive to make that movie and wanted to make it. And the only way that he could make it was self-fund most of it, if not all of it. But there's a massive risk with that. And you can see that he's having to sell off stuff, which must be terrible. And I think he's got a property in San Francisco he's selling off as well.
But wouldn't
His
he have had to
original.
have paid for that stuff as he was making it? Like it's not like 6 months later he's got to pay the money. He has to pay it as he made the movie, wouldn't he? Or he would have got financing in that.
Yeah, it's so again, I don't know specifics associated with that, but yeah, he would have had to at least been guarantor for the amount of money being spent. And I guess that it's come in. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a
bills need to be
has-been.
paid.
I'm actually changing from ArchieLuxury to a has-been. You're going to say
But
to
that's better
me,
than never being not being anybody ever. At least you got that. You're a famous guy in that world. I mean, there's a lot
yeah,
of people who have tried and they can't even, they're not even has-been, Arch. But
yeah, but
again,
can you
things
imagine the
change.
things? Okay, say I get a job in a pub pulling beers, right?
Yeah.
You were ArchieLuxury. Now you're pulling
Yeah.
beers.
Yeah,
That's not
exactly.
luxury.
No, that's right.
People,
But it's not going to come
you
to
know,
that.
I tell you who
And
found it really hard was that Dieter Brunner from Home and Away, Shane from Home and Away.
yeah, did he ended it all, didn't he, himself?
He committed
I think?
suicide.
Yeah. He was with Melissa George, wasn't he? In
Well, Melissa
Home and
George,
Away.
she knew
She
the
went to Hollywood.
business and she
Yeah.
actually used her money to buy an apartment in Sydney, and she's got
Smart.
a very clever girl, whereas Shane was just the buffoon, you know.
Yeah.
He probably had a string of expensive cars. And
yeah, there's that. And you do see it, particularly when you come into money, I guess, in your, your mid-20s.
come on, you've gone
and the
to
jet
those car
skis are out the
shows.
front.
You're providing the fodder. Oh wow, look at that. That's so cool,
Yeah,
man.
I know. But again, I'm catching a bus to get to there. It's not like I'm driving away in a 911 Turbo. I just like looking at them. I appreciate. And it's that thing that I like quite a bit, in that somebody just has a passion about something. Because there's people who walk around in life, they have a passion about anything. So at least they got that. And I appreciate the engineering and the look of them and stuff. So from that standpoint, I enjoy that. But again, I'm traveling home on a train and I don't have a problem with that. I'd rather have that or live vicariously through others. That's fine, because that's not necessarily, in a lot of cases, where good money's spent, I guess. I'm conservative and boring in reality, but that's the way I look at it.
You've got a beautiful watch collection, and
I do. I'm fortunate to have that. Very fortunate to have that. But again, it's not about, and that's that difficult thing where some people get into it for the wrong reasons. And you can see that in a lot of people are no longer that visible in the space, that much of it, interest is based on treating that watch as, like as an investment rather than just enjoying it for what it is, that they're not so much visible anymore. but I'm not into that flexing part of it. I find that sort of cringe and a bit off. Apologies for the wind. It's so windy. It's so windy out here.
Well, what are you wearing today there, JD? Tell us what you're...
The Explorer 2.
Oh, man, I'm
22657.
wearing
There you
mine
go,
as well. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. You know,
If push come to shove, it's my favorite watch because it's so versatile and it's the last sort of tool-ish style Rolex watches. I love it.
if I was to pick one now, I'd probably go black. You know, the only reason I went for polar was it was cheaper. I used to always buy
weird. It's weird that again it's the Polar's usually the more expensive of them.
No, but what happened was no, JD. When the price changed, it was when Rolex released the Panda Daytona. Then everybody wanted the white Explorer.
Right. Okay.
Because before that, before the Panda, the black Daytona was more expensive. You know, on the secondary market, it was more valuable.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, no, that's when it changed. So,
okay,
you know, when they had the white Daytona and the black dial, the black dial was always more valuable.
That's so weird.
No, because the Panda was so special.
So
then it flipped. You see what I mean?
Okay, interesting.
That's what kind of happened there. But tell me this: in my watch collection, I'm probably the next ones I get rid of. I probably get out of the open heart, not because I don't like the open heart, but because Dave basically said he'll give me my money back, so I can get out of that easily. Good. Okay. And I probably get rid of the Tradition Breguet. I'll probably keep the white dial one because...
Yeah, you have to have one. It's sort of on brand for you to have one, to have a Breguet.
Nice.
I think that's sensible to have one.
Yeah, yeah. So I kind of... it's kind of sad to sell them off, but you know what? I got to pay bills, man. You see, the thing is, you've got a job, you've got income coming in. Your wife works. You've got your house paid off.
Yeah.
I took a few more bets at the casino. You know,
that's okay. That's exciting.
Yeah. You know, I tell you what, I find the most valuable thing from doing this stream is having good guys like you and Madman, salt of the earth guys who have enjoyed the stream over the years. That really means a lot. Like, fuck the money. The money, watches can be stolen, money can be lost, right? I got to be honest with you. I've actually painted myself into a terrible corner. Okay.
It would be difficult in that to be in.
I'm not employable. Okay. Let me just tell you
this. There is that trail, and it's not just like, you know, you have a reputation and you are visible and you are searchable.
Everything I could into the YouTube business. I'm not doing it now, but in the past, I spoke about, you know, how come IT sucked and this was shit, and I gave it my full tilt, which possibly helped me
at the time.
Good. But now it's got a legacy that it's very difficult to get employment, especially at 53. And I mean, what would you do if you got retrenched? What would you do? Would you retire?
That's the difficult part of it. No, I'd still have to do something, and that's
like,
just
what would you do? What would you do then?
Routine. I don't know.
What would you do? Like the entertainment business,
Japanese businessman. I don't know.
I mean, let's be honest. The entertainment business is dying. Okay, so for you to get a job in your same field would be next to impossible.
It'd be problematic, but it's like
what would you do if you were retrenched? What would you do?
I don't know. I wouldn't need to. Again, I don't want to be this sort of person, but I do have a considerable amount of holidays and stuff owing to a point where I've got 180 or so days of leave. So I'd have those paid out. I wouldn't be in a massive rush, but I'd have to consider doing something in a similar field.
Okay, so you've sent out 300 resumes and got...
Let's start a YouTube channel, Arch. There you go. Done.
But YouTube is it's
I
not a good
know.
time now. You know,
I
it's
know.
terrible. I mean,
wouldn't
honestly, I'm
be-
just telling you honestly, like,
I totally get it. I totally see it, and you can see that it's such a roller coaster. I think you could do it to supplement a main core job, standard job, to maybe do that. But again, it's all over the place, so it wouldn't be my first choice. But you just have to do what you have to do. And it wouldn't matter what it was. You could stand at Officeworks as a greeter, greeting people to come in. You just have to do what you have to do. That's fine. It's not forever. I don't think the whole Uber thing and that type of thing, that's not what you should be doing.
I mean,
I
Uber,
don't think that would work well
if
with your
you
car.
whatever vehicle you use, you're going to kill it. You know what I mean?
It's not worth it. It wouldn't be worth it in the end, I wouldn't think.
No.
But you'd find something. But again, even like when the time I have been...
No, I don't. AI, you don't understand. This everything is tough. It's not like it used to be.
And even the notion of being, you know, a sales rep in an AD or something, man, like
no, they don't want me because I'm too
times,
controversial. They wouldn't want me. No, I'm too hard.
But even
too hard.
like when I used to visit Cove in the QVB, you know,
We got Van Lux, $15, $14. Have a Scotch Arch. Okay, I
there
will.
You go. There's great support, Van Lux. Look at that. It's a Sunday morning.
I just washed this glass out firstly. I just
It's
washed it because cockroaches have been crawling in it.
Bit cloudy. The alcohol will kill anything on it. We'll be all fine.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. Okay, I will have a Clivelish. This is actually a beautiful 14-year-old whiskey that Gin Tinier got me. I'll try that. I'll try that. So tell me, what would you do? Like seriously, like have you seen people have been retrenched and they've gotten depressed and they've had health?
No, nothing like that. Again, there have been, well, I can't get too specific, but there have been retrenchments made where, again, they've had a secondary sort of interest and they've built that into a sort of a career. Again, it is difficult.
Now it's dying. That career is dying. Okay.
So I don't know what to tell you. And the notion of flipping watches and all of that, oh my God, that'd be, that would be far more difficult than what it appears. That backpack style dealing that was going on, you know, where those videos, the guys just throwing watches around and everything's time is of an essence and there's money flying in all different directions. I don't think the reality lines up with that.
The reality is I've got some money, but I'm using that to make sure I can make sure the home loan is paid.
Of course.
See, of
course.
See, I'll tell you what my plan is. Can I share some personal things with you?
Let's go.
Okay, so my wife is 56 in February.
Yep.
Okay. That means she wants to retire when she's 60. When she retires, she can tap into her super. If she retires at 60, you can get your super and we can basically pay the house off then.
Nice.
I'm also thinking if things are not good, I'll get rid of the car. I've actually paid the car off, but I'll also sell it if things are not good, you know?
Yeah, I get it. It's something that you love, but do you need it day to day in doing what you do? It's just
I'm not selling it at the moment because I got a massive tax problem with the car.
You have to wait a certain period before you can.
No, what happened was they had a small business after COVID. Yeah, they let you claim for business because I claimed some part of it for business. You could write it off and you got a massive tax deduction, which helps me.
At the time, we're done. Yeah.
But if I sell it, all the proceeds is considered income.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because I've written it off to zero. See, well, I think so. Basically, the problem is I've then got to pay. Well, it depends what I sell it for, but I also do like the car. The car does make. I mean, I'm actually going through a bit of a depressing time at the moment.
It's go out for a drive. Really make you happy. I get it. I totally get it.
Hoff on Smash is coming on. Speaking of the creative
Fantastic.
industries.
There he
Hello,
is.
Hoffmeister.
I heard this is the motivational Saturday
it's
on
rough.
the Archie
It's
Luxury
rough,
show.
man. It's
Hoff.
rough.
Yes.
Hoff, I want to tell you, I had my stardom. You met me in New York at the peak of my career.
Yeah, I was one of the lucky ones.
I think it's going down now, Hoff. It's over. Okay.
Well, maybe it's a minor setback for a major comeback, as we always say in the entertainment industry when we're dropping an artist.
Hoff, it's over. Okay. I'm kid you not. It's honestly YouTube itself there. I mean, look, Hoff. I've had to I sold the World Time off. I sold the Chrono Breguet off.
Mm-hmm.
I needed the money. Hoff. Okay.
Well,
the lease on the car was killing me. It was $1,029 a month. Fuck me dead. I wondered why I wasn't making mortgage payments, because the car is killing me.
So now that you got that under control, you should be in good shape, right?
No, the business has died even further.
What happened? Did you send Tan his damn play button? You want me to send him mine? I have a gold one. I'll send him.
I got to tell you, it's a tough times. The economy. What do you think? What do you think, Hoff? What advice can you give to a former star, even though I was never that famous, who's whittling out? What advice do you have there? I don't want to be like your brother-in-law who delivered the pizza to his former bosses. Okay.
Oh,
yeah, that probably wasn't the most motivational story.
Want to hear the story, JD? Do you want to hear the story?
Yeah, go for it. I've not heard
okay,
this.
so you tell it, Hoffmeister.
Yeah. So I have a relative who is not my brother-in-law, but is a relative who is a very successful executive, and literally became the worst person alive. Like, the biggest piece of garbage. The more money he made, like, the more dead inside he became. And I hate to say this because I do love this person, but ultimately him and his wife just became consumed with making money and running a business, and both of them kind of let their relationship die because they'd be jealous of each other's success. And while they were amassing this major wealth, they actually...
What sort of cars did they drive?
My brother, one drove an M6, and the other one had, I believe, a G-Wagon.
And what sort of watches they wear? At the
I
peak?
don't really think watches was a...
Just make it up, Hoff!
Well, I do know one I advised him on, which you'd be very upset. It was way early in my journey, let's say. I advised him about a Bomb Mercier he really liked. So maybe I didn't help the downfall. Maybe I was the precursor. But ultimately what happened...
What was he making at the peak?
Let's say 7 figures combined. Annually.
Over $1 million there.
Lived in the Kardashians' neighborhood when they first had that reality show. Lived like less than a mile in that clothing store. Huh?
What's his ego like?
Insufferable. Insufferable.
Okay. How quick did the downfall come?
Very quickly, once the divorce lawyers got involved. Like, within 2 years. It all came massively down, and through that, it was literally War of the Roses, and through both of their hatred of each other, they kind of ruined their own lives in the meantime. And someone who was a massive known executive in the industry suddenly found himself delivering pizzas to like stay in a short stay motel. And one of the most like gut-wrenching stories he told me was he actually ended up delivering pizza to one of his former employees that worked for him, and the guy just told him like, are you okay, are you on drugs? Couldn't understand, like, he wasn't I don't know, like, and he was completely sober. It wasn't like drugs
It's like
were
that
involved. It
song.
was
You know
just
that song
pure
Taxi?
corruption of money.
You know that song Taxi? You know that song? Harry Chase him Taxi?
Yeah,
You remember that song?
vaguely.
Remember he picks up his old girlfriend in the taxi.
No, I don't know. I'm
Harry
sorry.
Chase him. You know that's an 80s song. You know that song?
I don't.
No.
I needed
sorry.
one more fare to make my night. Remember that song? Taxi?
Yeah.
You remember that song? Okay, keep going. So he ended up delivering pizza to his former employee.
Yeah, to someone that was like a
And did they
senior
recognize
executive.
him?
Yes, and they had him come in, sit down, and try to ask him what was wrong, and he needs to get help, and assumed he was on drugs, and he wouldn't believe him that he wasn't, and he eventually just like cursed him out, stormed out of there, and
Wow.
literally, which I will give credit, maintained their sobriety throughout everything. Him and his wife very early on.
Are they back
had an
together?
Not to my knowledge, no. But they both very early on in their careers had a little issue with alcohol, and then kind of both got sober, and then I think used that addictive energy and threw it into work, where they just constantly working, and like no amount of money was good enough. They could never enjoy it. You know, he had $1 million in the bank, and then suddenly that wasn't enough.
So tell me, what does he do now? What's happened now to him?
He's performing in a cover band in Las Vegas, but seems happier than ever. So God bless him.
Okay.
So,
How old is he now?
late 60s.
Okay.
So, you know, when I talk to him, seems 10 times as you know, the few times a year I talk to him, it seems happier than he was when he was making a fortune. So, you know, maybe there is happiness at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah. That's a great story.
But
Does it make
yeah,
us any happier, Arch? Are you happier now? You're okay? Everything's
you always
all
got to
right?
end it on a positive, Arch.
It's all okay. It's all okay. Fuck, it's so
Life
windy
ain't
down
a
here.
fucking Disney movie. That's my quote for
No.
you guys there. Life ain't a
Never.
fucking Disney movie. You know that, Hoff?
You got to
Hoff,
find something that takes your mind off your stresses. Arch.
I better head home. I'm going to blow away shortly. I'm only small. I'm like Tim Mosso. I'll
JD,
just fly
thank you
down
for
the
coming on, man.
coast.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
Esther
Anytime.
Bell, $2. AC, is that guy in the sunglasses wearing pants? You betcha he is.
They've blown away.
Pants? Yeah, I do. I actually got.
JD,
I'll show
thank
you,
you
I'll show
so
you.
much for coming on. You
I got-
saw me floundering.
I know I did. I got the ArchieLuxury shorts on. Look.
Oh, very nice.
So I do.
Those
have
are the
pants.
official Archie luxury.
They are.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
you
need
see
to go
$2.
into clothing, Arch.
There you go.
Maybe fashion's your calling.
No, I think I got to be honest with you, Hofmeister. You've got to be very careful with the limited money I've got left. I got to be careful.
It's going to
You
be
know,
okay. You'll be right in the end. See you, Hoff.
Take
Great
care,
Hey,
to chat,
JJ.
buddy.
JD,
See you,
love
mate.
you, man.
See you, man.
You can tell that guy's still got a job. He's not like me. Where are look, Hofmeister?
Yes.
Let me say to you, you met me when I was at the peak of my career. You know, I had the signboard in Times Square, right? You
Yes.
met me, right? Was I always grounded or was I a cunt? Be honest.
You were always great to me. I can only speak from personal experience.
I never forget we were driving home in the hand gesture thing.
I
Remember that?
Yes. My wife's stupid option in the BMW for hand gesture radio control and navigation.
God,
You know they don't offer that anymore.
Hofmeister, I got
To those at home who are watching, I was giving Archie a ride home from, I think it was that time we had dinner in
Steakhouse.
Peter Luger's
Yes.
with JJ and
Steakhouse in Brooklyn.
so and a few folks, and Archie's talking to me, and he keeps leaning over and he's talking with his hands very animated, and the navigation keeps getting sets and sending us somewhere else because of all the hand gestures he keeps making, and the radio's changing, and I had to yell at him to shut the hell up for it, put his arms down for a second so he could get my bearings on where the hell we were. I guess you had to be there.
I got to tell you, we're probably going to be keeping the Audi Q2. I actually love the Audi. You know that? That's a beautiful car.
I love my Audi too. I'm glad I kept it. I really am.
Yeah, yeah. I've got to tell you something. One thing I am very grateful for. Let me tell you what I am grateful for, because I believe in Jesus and talking about gratefulness. I'm grateful I didn't get another fucking BMW at the end of the 3-year period.
Oh my God, yeah. I hear you. I was so close.
Fuck me dead.
Arch, I was so close to trading my my car in at the end for something that would have been on the fringe of what I could afford, and I thank myself every day for not doing that.
SR Bell, $2 AC. Would you let Mark analyze you for 100,000? You betcha. I would do it for free for Marky. I love Mark.
Yeah, where are the regulars tonight? I actually just jumped on. I didn't see the beginning of the show.
He's out. Mark, I want to tell you something, Hoff.
Yeah.
Hoffmeister. This was the collection. I want to show you. This was the collection.
Okay.
I sold off the World Time. I sold off the gold Chrono Breguet. I got to tell you something, Hoffmeister. I'm looking at getting rid of the Open Heart. I got a dealer will give me my money back, and I probably get rid of the Traditional next. Okay.
Archie, back it up on some super chats, by the way.
Oh, we're backing up on some super chats. We got S up Bell, $2. Hoff, how many inches?
7 7/8.
7 7/8. There we go. I got to tell you something, Hoffmeister. Seriously, I don't mind the fact I sold watches off, right? Like, if that's the biggest, I probably am going to shrink my collection. Never be ashamed to admit the truth. Okay, I am always honest. I had a fantastic collection before the burglary. After the burglary, I borrowed money to build it and pad it out.
Ask SR Bell if he'd like me to prove it live on stream.
Yes.
I'm willing to do that.
We can do that. Hoffmeister,
yes.
What's the best way if I'm a has-been? What should I do? Do I just finish? Do not do any streaming?
No, you got to crank out the hits. You know, when any career hits a lull, you got to crank out the greatest hits, Arch. Dig into the archives. See what was working. And then if you can't, you know, if the quality of the videos that were working are shit, just redo it again. I'm sure half the people that would notice are gone by now anyway.
You think I should retire? Can I retire at 53, or what should I do?
Well, you know what a lot of people I know like to say? Don't say you're retired, say you're semi-retired.
Semi-retired.
Right, because then you don't have to explain, no one asks too many questions, and the conversation moves on. When you say you're retired, people want to know a lot.
Oh, you say you're semi-retired. What sort of job do you think I should do? What should I do?
I thought you liked the taxi driver, Ubering, talking to a lot of people.
Unfortunately, the problem is if I start,
you got the gift of gab. So how about sales?
Sorry.
How about sales?
I just need a job for 5 more years. You know what I mean? 5 to 7 years, because I'm 53. I just need to survive until I'm 60.
And then the pension kicks in over there?
No, pension 67. I've got some superannuation. I got about 200,000 in my own super, because I didn't put much in because I put it into watches. That was my superannuation, and it was stolen. Hoffmeister, yes. Hoff, tell me this. You know, stars come and go.
But the song remains the same.
SR Bell, $2. Hoff, show your cock. He wasn't talking about his cock, SR Bell.
Jesus Christ. What's wrong with this guy?
What's wrong?
I thought he was asking about my wrist. Isn't this a watch show?
I got an Audi cap. You know that? I wear an Audi cap. Where did I put it? My Audi cap is gone. Oh, here it is.
At least you still got your woven shirt. We know that everything's okay in the world as long as you got a woven shirt.
I can't find my Audi cap. I love my Audi cap. You know, I got to tell you something, Hofmeister.
Yes.
What happens when the other side of fame? It's just ends all of a sudden, or what happens, Hoff? What do you? How do you
Usually
counsel
autoerotic
others?
asphyxiation in a short stay motel.
How do you counsel when you were in the big wig jog? How do you counsel celebrities who've on the down? What do you say? What advice have you given to them?
I tell my assistant, send it to voicemail or tell them I'm in a meeting.
You're joking, aren't you?
No, I avoid it at all costs. There's nothing pretty in that conversation. I only have conversations that I can end in a happy note, or if I have something to offer. Otherwise, you hide, you run. Do you want to leave someone with a depressing memory about you?
And would you tell them honestly, look, it's over. I'm sorry, it's over. You're just not wanted anymore. The label doesn't want to back you.
No. You kind of figure out analogies. You say, you know, it's like pizza. Could be the nicest slice of pizza in the world. Great crisp undercarriage, beautiful cheese melting, nice pillowy crust. But right now, fried chicken's in.
I see.
You know? But I'm sure people still love pizza. So my best advice to you, find someone who likes pizza. I have some emails I can send your way. Some people
Find
that would
someone who likes pizza.
Yeah.
I make my own dough, Hoff. You know that?
Really?
I buy packaged dough, okay? But it's almost like my own dough because you knead it, and then you let it sit for an hour, and then you make the base. It's fantastic.
I tell you, when I was in high school, I always thought that was the coolest job. The guy who was like kneading the dough in a pizza shop, throwing it up in the air and fisted, like, you know, spinning it around on the fist.
I honestly don't know what I would do, Hoff. The IT industry, I think, is impossible for me to go back to.
I mean, unless I agree. Or, I mean, listen, there's different aspects of the industry.
And the other thing is, I don't want to ask friends in the business, will you give me a job? There's nothing worse than asking friends for a job.
Yeah, you never ask friends for jobs. What you ask friends for is to help you lie on your references to get a different job, which they'll happily apply because they're so happy you didn't ask them for a job.
Hoff, where do you get this from? Can I ask you that? I don't like your answers, okay?
I'm just messing with you, buddy. You know that.
What can I do? My business is fucked. My YouTube is really
My advice to you is
over.
start drinking heavily.
Sorry?
Start drinking heavily. Think of the money that was pouring in when you were getting hammered, telling Nico, wishing his heart would stop and shoot out his chest. We need to get edgy again.
Yeah. What? I got to be honest with you. What do you think's happened with watches? Why don't people want to do watch talk? And because let's face it,
I just honestly don't think there's anything that exciting going on right now. And I don't know if it's because a lot of people, I don't know. I just personally myself, I don't have that much interest right now in watches. Like I love the watches I have. I wear them. I enjoy them, but I'm just not like on Hodinkee or sites like that refreshing incessantly. And even when I do once in a while, there's nothing that really moves me that's like I need to get that right now. And I don't know why that is. Maybe I changed. Maybe, you know, they kind of try all the kind of hype is gone. I don't think that's the case, honestly. I just think a lot of companies are getting a bit lazy and just redoing the same things. Like someone has a green watch that works for them, all of a sudden everyone trucks out their version of a green watch. You know, people like
They're desperate, Huff.
yeah. Aren't we all?
Swatch is desperate. Swatch is desperate.
Well, Swatch probably had one of the most successful things with that
those
Omega.
amazing records they released, but nobody can afford that shit.
You know, what was the most interesting thing I've seen from watch content in the past couple of months? Although I will say, you know, it's actually struck my fancy, and I'm sure you guys have been talking about it. I've missed the past 2 weeks, but that new Planet Ocean from Omega looks pretty cool. I haven't seen it in person yet, but that looks kind of cool.
The smaller one, you mean?
Is it that much smaller?
A little bit.
Yeah, but it's kind of more of like a sub or comparable to a sub.
Would you sell watches if you needed to? What would you sell off?
I mean, you want to go for things that have the highest value, right? I don't think I'd waste time.
Sell the music edition or not?
No, that'd be the last one probably. Yeah, I'd say that would be the last one to go. But you got to look at.
I sold my music edition. Did you know that, Huff?
No, you didn't. Your music edition's the Explorer 2.
No, my music edition was the World Time, for fuck's sake. I love that watch. White gold World Time 5130G. That's the perfect size, the perfect metal. I love that watch. Why do you think I sold it? You know why?
Needed money?
I needed the money.
Exactly. And what fun is a watch when you're stressing out about money? That's why I would happily sell a watch if I needed it.
The two watches,
to me, the watches are cool.
You know, the two watches I would keep, the two last watches to go if I had a choice. Explorer 2 and the Speedy. I reckon those two is it.
Mine probably would be Music Edition and the heavily slept on Sea Dweller 43 I love. I still wear that probably almost every day. Although I have to say, I keep falling back in love with this stupid the sword hand Sea Dweller. I would say bang per buck, this is probably my favorite watch I've ever bought.
Yeah, I fucking love that watch. I also love the GMT version of that.
Yeah, but for around $3,000, I mean,
it's a bargain.
You can't beat it. And I can wear this in the worst of circumstances, and no one looks at it twice. The only one that ever notices it is my wife when she says, "Why are you wearing that piece of shit?"
It's not. It's a lovely watch.
Oh, I know. She just doesn't understand.
Is that quartz or that's
no. It's mechanical.
It's got the ETA movement, which is actually pretty good movement.
Yeah, I believe it's the 1120. You know, funny enough, I was thinking I always wanted to get some neo vintage Sea Dweller companion to this watch. Not Sea Dweller, I'm sorry, Speedmaster companion to this watch. And after
did you get the GMT as the companion?
No, I wanted to get a Speedmaster, and I was thinking the Broad Arrow Speedmaster would be awesome. Remember the one? I forget the damn number now.
I remember that. I love those.
And it's like the reissue of they called it like the replica Speedmaster 57, and it's 42 mil, and it's kind of like the quirky. In my opinion, I like those hands much more than the standard Seamaster hands. So it's kind of like the off the beaten path versions. Yeah, it's the off the beat versions of two classic Omega things that other watch nerds would notice. Because at the end of the day, aren't we just trying to pick up other watch nerds with our watches? The broads don't seem to care much.
Hofmeister.
Yes, talk to me, Arch.
after this all fails and flops, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will you still be my friend?
Absolutely, Arch. Don't I still call you even though I missed the show? And you know what I appreciate about you? Well, I know you're a real friend.
Why's that?
Because even if it's 4 o'clock in the morning in New York, you still call me back. And with a great deal of concern.
Life is not easy, is it? You know, Huff, I tell
No.
you something. You know, I look back. One thing I tell you I regret. Can I tell you what I regret in life?
Sure. And I'll tell you a regret I think about a lot. I've been thinking about a lot.
I didn't appreciate the success I had when I had it. I didn't appreciate. I was grateful. I knew it could end any moment, but I didn't realize how bad it can be when you're a has-been. You know, fuck, it's terrible,
Yeah.
Huff. I mean, it's really. I mean, fuck me dead.
No,
Something you remember, Huff? Tell me.
nothing reminds you about. I was on LinkedIn the other day and I was going through some old messages that I was looking for someone's contacts, and
Yeah.
I came across an email where a founder of a very successful music publishing company had emailed me when I just got on LinkedIn and I didn't really understand what it was, and had emailed me saying, "Oh my God, I've been looking to get in touch with you for so long. I have the perfect job for you. You know, when can we meet? We need to talk." What do you think my response was?
But you had a look. So what did you say? What was yours? I have no idea. What did you say? Fuck off.
I said, you know, the timing isn't great right now. I'm really busy, and I just started a gig at another place, and you know, I really want to focus on that right now, but appreciate the interest.
That's okay. That wasn't rude.
Why the fuck didn't I hear him out? It could have been 6 times the salary I was making.
Huff. You know what?
And anyway, this person has went on to probably, I mean, enormous success. Let me put it that way. And, you know, God only knows what he had in mind for me.
Back to him now?
I don't have to. I'd really have to be drinking heavily to try to respond to that email.
Please. Please do that.
Maybe we'll do it for, if the show really gets bad, maybe we'll do that one live. Maybe I'm blocked. Who knows? But I can't believe I blew that off when I just reread. You know, sometimes in the moment you don't look, and then you see.
Huff, you were one of the most successful people in the entertainment industry I ever knew. Okay, and did I ever try and talk to you about my singing chihuahuas? No,
no, just not. David Cassidy. So how many? Let me see how bad things really are. How many keys are in the current StreamYard package?
I got to be honest with you, Huff. They're not good. It's not good. Okay, I tell you honestly. My figures are half of last year. They're just going down. Huff. Today's been a good day.
See, now you're bringing out the hits. This is what I'm talking about, Arch. Now you're bringing out the hits. This is how we get up from here. Come on.
I'll sell the rights to
wait, come on. Look down. Carpet beetles. We see some carpet beetles down there.
Huff. You know, I think when it's over, it's over. Don't you think? What do you think?
I don't think it's over until you give up. You know what? There was actually something I seen on Instagram about a guy who, you know, failed until he was 72 and then finally gave up and wanted to pursue his dream to make luxury vodka and became a billionaire within 3 years.
Amazing, hey?
It happens. Not to guys like me and you, but it happens.
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, think about it. That's why, Arch, you can never give up. Remember that Asian guy that used to sell, like, it was the first kind of Ponzi scheme or like those courses? And he would be on a speedboat. What was that guy's name? And he was and he'd be like, "Don't listen to your friends. Your friends are losers. They'll tell you don't believe in this. That's why they're all losers and married to ugly women." He was the best.
We got a
Someone in
super
the
chat
chat
from
will
Stud
remember.
Muffin, $10. Nice day, but bad news. Pull up the email. Let's have a look. What's he talking about? What's he talking about? I'm just pulling it up. I'm pulling this video up now. Okay, let's have a look at this video. This was the good old days. I want my Daytona back. Look at this. That's my friend's Maserati.
That was a beauty. A Quattroporte?
Yes. Yes.
I want to talk about maintenance. It sounds so fucking cool, though. Come on, how could you be down? Listen to the vibrance in that intro.
6 years ago.
Guys, Mark Goldberg here from Mark
Goldberg.
Vlogs
Remember
Watches with a
Goldberg?
quick word for your friend and mine, Archie Luxury, Paul Pluta, AC3, Archibald Chesterfield III. You know, he invented the quick wristwatch check, and the rest of us on YouTube, well, we just stole it. Help keep Archie full-time on YouTube by liking this video, watching this video, tell your fuckhead friends, and make sure to subscribe to his Patreon. And now, Archie Luxury.
It's okay, don't worry about it. I can't see it in the video.
Do you like Maserati, Hoff?
Yeah, the logo.
Yeah, but I'd never want to own one.
Mr. Pluta, your limousine awaits.
See?
Fuck, that's a beautiful car. You know that Maserati is.
Yeah, they are sexy looking.
And, that's
And
got
who
the
doesn't
red
like
stripe in it.
pitchforks?
He's had that was the V8
I
one
love the
too,
smell
by
of
the
this
way.
car, you know that?
And it's got the contrast stitching in the seats.
Nope.
Steering
This was
wheels
the
on the
V8.
wrong side.
It actually smells of money.
Rich Corinthian leather.
I had some good fun in my life, Hoff. What do you think?
Absolutely.
It's great.
More than most, Arch.
It can scrape slightly over there. Those people just said we just saw one of these.
You still talk to this guy?
Yeah, we're good friends. We're good friends.
That's the fucking best. I got a chauffeur who's wearing a fucking Maserati blue Daytona.
Wait. Is this
That's
the
fine,
origin
Dave.
story of the Maserati blue
Yes.
dial?
Yes, yes.
I like these rear blinds. They're really fucking cool. And these are pillarless doors too.
Yeah.
The
Pillarless
windows,
doors,
sorry,
man, that's so
windows.
fucking
Yeah.
So if you don't want that.
I mean, you're in an accident, it'll kill you, but it's not the
Oh,
point.
no, we want
you know?
that, Dave.
Wait,
I don't
don't
want people
slam the
looking
door
in.
too hard.
I don't want people looking in, Dave. YouTube celebrity here.
It had
This is
blinds in
suede.
the car. Look at that.
It's
You
fucking
seen that?
beautiful, isn't it?
Fucking electric blinds. Can you believe that's
They're on the
fucking
new
class.
ones.
The last Maxima I had that, believe
So
it or
what
not.
do you need that for?
You had a Nissan Maxima?
Fucking entertainment system.
Yeah, a while back.
Fucking Maserati
No.
doing these. So what Maserati has done is they've actually taken this.
Yep.
And I don't.
The origin of the Maserati blues, Arch. This is groundbreaking right here.
Bag into if you don't mind.
And we'll go into my car park and we'll have lunch in the city.
Okay, beautiful. I'll sit in the back.
Solid
if you
trunk.
don't mind. You betcha.
Like the Duttons of Sydney.
Dave, I just wanted to talk to you.
Yeah,
Dave?
I'm happy about the Submariner.
Dave,
Oh, this
I wanna
is
talk
Super
to you,
Collector?
right?
Yeah.
Don't take
Yeah.
this the wrong way because I love you, right?
Yeah.
But I was on the live show today, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's told me that
Oh,
I'm an idiot for selling it so cheap, right?
yeah, yeah.
Dave,
Yeah.
I want to back out of the deal. I'm sorry.
I want to back out of the deal. Fuck, man. Look, that fat there, by the way, that fatness there, that is lobster cheek and crab claw fatness. That's not fucking KFC fatness. You realize that?
Yes.
That's not gonna
Dave, we can just give the Patek back to
I can see the glow of the
dealer.
Omega
I
3
just
from
need
here.
the Daytona back from you. Is there any chance I could get that back?
There you go. That's painful to watch this video. This is
Why is it painful?
so painful. It's
Why is it painful? I think it's
because
awesome as a fan. I never knew that's where the Maserati blue dial came from, like the whole coining of it.
Yeah. I got to tell you something, Hofmeister. They were good times. It's not the watch or the money or the thing that was good. It was that other terrible things hadn't occurred in my life yet.
Right.
Phew, Hofmeister. I tell
But
you what,
no amount of money could make up for those, and maybe the answer is focus less on the money and more about a little soul searching and being kind to yourself. Stop beating yourself up all the time. Think about, what does Paul want?
That's a good point there. That's a good point.
You worry too much about Archie.
Yeah, no, I understand exactly. Hofmeister, I've got to tell you something. I missed that Daytona. I actually got another one.
That is a fucking beautiful Daytona. I've seen one in the metal with Zoso, and I didn't realize how beautiful it was until you see it.
I needed the money. I needed the money. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Like I said, Arch, there's nothing like more pointless than having a fancy watch, being broke with a fancy watch.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I mean, at least to me, I always look at those things as like a fun part of the lifestyle,
I understand.
That's why I never understood guys that like buy watches and never wear them out of the house, or, don't put stickers on them, or like all this protective stuff. It's like plastic on the couch. Enjoy the fucking thing, or you shouldn't have bought it in the first place.
That's a good point.
Like, we always knew these things weren't investments. You could, there were watches you could not get hurt on, and once in a while make a little coin here and there. But they were hardly the, investment object vehicles.
You've got the music edition, and you've got the chronograph.
Yeah.
I love the chronograph, by the way. Which one means more to you? I would almost say I would sell the music edition because the chronograph is cooler and the music edition is more hypey. But
it kind of tells my story. See, the reason why I like the music edition from the first second I seen it, when everyone was saying it looked terrible, it looked like a Tetris watch and all this stuff, it reminded me of my favorite music player of all time, which was Winamp. Remember whipping the llama's ass when you used to start it up? And you go, Winamp, whipping the llama's ass. I always loved that music player. And I actually used it to the bitter end.
Website again, Hoff?
Not starting from scratch. I mean, I've had some offers to, be like a managing editor or a publisher on some properties, but I'm not very interested in it right now. It's a very tough business, and the advertising is in the shitter. And with AI eating itself online, like keeps going to shit. I think one of the guys from Rockstar Games had the best take on the AI, and it's just like a giant worm eating itself, because where does AI get all this content from?
The internet.
It searches the internet. And what is everyone using to publish content right now?
The internet.
AI slop.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just going to keep degrading it until a point no one's going to trust or want to use it anymore. You know what I mean? It's diminishing returns, Arch. Although I did finally get a paid subscription to ChatGPT, and it is very invaluable. You know those emails you never want to write? God, does it help you bang those out quickly. Think about if you used it to return every fan email.
ChatGPT.
Yes. Or some variation thereon. And that was just the one I
When do you
used.
think? When do you think the economy is going to come good for the creative industries again, Hoff?
It's hard to tell. I mean, listen, in terms of music, I've seen so many, let's say, dark times. When I started in the music business, there was still CDs being sold. You know, my first job at a record label, it was so wildly successful. Even the assistants and like low-level employees, such as myself, when I first started working there, could take car service all night, and no one would bat an eyelash. You know, as long as you're using the company car service, no one cared. I would take it home. I would take it out to clubs. I would leave it waiting for me outside.
What sort of car?
No, car service. Like, you know, the SUVs, the black SUVs or the town cars. And they wouldn't even acknowledge gold records back then. It was platinum or you didn't get a plaque. And then within 3-4 years, you just seen it entirely plummet. And everyone thought it was over. Red Rover, you know, people were ready to jump off roofs. Companies were getting liquidated. And then suddenly, you know, the iTunes download store came out. And then that rebirthed things for a while. And then everyone started buying shit they owned already in a different medium. And then that was a huge win. Then that started slowing. You had ringtones. Then you had streaming. Once the downloads slowed down, now streaming's starting to plateau. I know that has a lot of people getting nervous, but there's always the next thing. Now you have AI tools and platforms like Suno, where you could say, hey, make me a song for a sad, somber song that with a jazz riff that has the name ArchieLuxury in the title. And it'll bang it out for you in 30 seconds.
Does it do a good job, Bart? Does it do a good job, Bart? But does it do a good
enough
job?
Good enough. Is it going to break through the noise? No. But will it, you know, serve its purpose on a slideshow or, you know, some type of kitschy usage? I think so.
It's pretty terrible, Hofmeister. Can I say that to you?
Have you?
It's killed creativity. Like, I don't know if you've seen these YouTube videos that are AI generated. They're fucking...
Yeah, but no one likes them. And if you look in the comments, everyone's response is AI slop. Don't listen to this bullshit. Downvote, downvote.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly
So,
right.
like I said, I think these things have a way of burning themselves out. I remember when VR was the next big thing.
Yeah, especially in the porn industry.
Yes. Look where that went.
What do you think's going to happen, Hoff? What's going to happen? Tell me this. What do you think's going to happen?
I wish I had a crystal ball, Arch. We'd be talking from my yacht in a year from now.
What else can me and you do? We are middle-aged people from the entertainment. What else can we do, Hoff?
All right, Ozzy. I was referring to VR in my use case, which in music, they thought it was going to take over. No one was going to use real instruments and all this type of stuff. I've yet to see. Video games still aren't really VR. What is AR, I would say, is 10 times more active in the world today than VR is.
We got a super chat, Madman, $10. Great stream, Arch. Very therapeutic.
Yes.
If you're cutting dead weight expenses, there's always failure to launch. Anyway, so glad JD and Hoff jumped on today.
Oh,
two of the very best blokes in the verse.
Well, not today. Admittedly, today I was off the game. I wasn't. I might have second guessed jumping on if I would have watched the intro. I thought I was coming into a little fun tomfoolery with some friends I hadn't talked to in a while.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Huff, the times are very different than 5 years ago. What do you think?
Well, and 5 years ago, times were different from 5 years before that. It's called
We were in the
things
middle of
evolve.
COVID 5 years ago. We didn't realize this free money would end. Interest rates would rise.
Right, and it's maybe it's a little bit of a hangover from that, and everything sorts out in the end. Tell you one thing: no one's
Yes.
ever bounced back belly aching and whining. I don't like this defeated look, Arch.
No, thank you so much. You are a legend. You know that? Hofmeister, Stud Muffet, $5. Mr. 2, call Mr. 2 Enrique. He doesn't answer. I've tried to reach out to him many times.
Who's Mr. 2? I'm not familiar.
Remember, he used to make those videos before. Mr. 2, he had the Mercedes-Benz SL. Really great. He used to make those skits.
No, maybe I missed him.
He bought one of the Pateks off me.
No, I gotta do my research. Or maybe
Yeah.
that might have been stored in a brain cell I killed. You know the Galaxy gas?
It was a good. He was a good guy. I liked him. He was a very cool guy. But
Shout out to Madman.
Hofmeister,
See, as long as you got Madman in the chat, I think you're gonna be all right.
yeah, that's true. We got Frank V, $10. Archie, I met you in New York City on your prime, few weeks before your robbery. You act like you don't know, but behind the shtick, you're a humble, nice guy. You offered and bought food at the bar for us and hung out until late. Thank you, Frank.
Yep. That's the Arch I remember. Or was that Paul?
Hofmeister.
Hard to tell these days, huh?
Hofmeister, I always liked you. I remember New York. Oh man, what I wouldn't do to be in New York. It's just the airfare and the accommodation is $500 a night, Aussie. Fuck me, dead. Hofmeister.
I don't think you want to be in New York now. It's ice cold outside and filthier and more dangerous than ever.
In December, it normally doesn't snow in December, does it?
No, but it absolutely snows in December. But it's just we had a very mild. Maybe it's just we had a mild fall, and as usual, like cold just smacked us in the head. But it was -14 the other night. A real feel of -14 when I took my dog out for the midnight or late night walk.
Fucking hell, that is terrible, Hofmeister.
Yeah. So you thought it was cold that time when we were after the JJ dinner? Remember we had the what was it? The Brazilian steakhouse?
Oh man. See, those days can never be remade again because JJ, we're not friends anymore. The fans aren't there.
You weren't friends 6 months before that time anyway. Time heals all wounds, Arch. Remember?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
When we went to Luger's, that was the first time you seen JJ in a while, and you both were so happy to see each other. I'm pretty sure if you guys ran into each other, you know, off stream and had a chance to talk man to man, it'd be right like that again.
Yeah, he's not a bad. Look, I don't hate anybody.
No, he's a great guy.
I don't
Listen, everyone's just trying to make their own way.
You're right, Huff. I'm going to end this show. You stay there. I want to talk to you afterwards, okay?
Yep. I want to talk cameras, Arch.
Yes, let's wind it up. Guys, I want to thank the sponsors, the super chatters today. Davey Smalls, Madman.
Wait, you got a fresh new super chat. You got one in. Someone snuck one in at the...
I'll get that at the end. Van Lux, Madman, $100.
Oh, wow.
Daniel Eden, Black Cat, Van Lux, P Clan, Black Cat, Chief Tit, Van Lux, SR Bell, Stud Muffin, Madman, Stud Muffin, Frankie V, and Chief Tit. Arch, you need to find a new disease to release to replicate COVID again. That's exactly
some of the best advice I've heard.
I just got to run a 1 minute ad for David.
Yeah, I'm here.
SW. Let's just stay there, and I want to talk to you. Okay.
Yes.
Here we go, guys. See you tomorrow. Hi, guys. It's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW. Hofmeister.